Yo, what's going down, Commanders? I thought I'd do a little video on this little survey, whatever this is called. Some of it don't make no sense. Some of it, I don't know what they're talking about. There's some good ideas. There is some good ideas there, but yeah, I'm trying to put words into how I feel, and I can't find the words. I'm trying not to swear, and the only time I can fucking find, there we go. The only time I can find words is when I swear a lot. So let's read this. The question 2 is: pick an air unit you would like to see as the next factionless unique unit. And one's a Condor. Don't vote for the Condor, guys. It's a thing that you fly over a base. You've got no control over. I hate units like that. Thunderbolt. What the hell? We've got that unit already, Kixeye. We've got all these units. Basically, but the Thunderbolt was a many units. It wasn't one. It was never a unique in its time, so making it a unique don't make much sense. Same with the Warhawk. The Warhawk is the one that I'm probably going to vote for, because it was a great unit back in its time, but will they be able to reproduce it? Sandstorm, again, I don't know what to say. It's my biggest gripe with this is they're bringing old units back into the game. And with old units being brought back into the game and being placed as new units, comes the re-upgrade time. The collecting of the resources, the collecting of the parts, the collecting of everything that comes along with these units to then upgrade a unit that we've already bought, we've already produced, we've already upgraded, we've already spent the time on. And that's my biggest gripe, we've done these, we've spent time on these, and now this is like a... How'd you put it? It's a lazy way to bring units into the game. It's the laziest way I've ever seen, because it's just reproducing old units and then placing them back into the game instead of thinking of a new unit. I would have preferred this to be a poll on the forums, the KXL website, so then the players could see the actual true outcome of what units we voted for. Why this is on a Survey Monkey or whatever it is called makes zero sense. But yeah, it's going to be the Warhawk for me. But it's only because there's nothing else there that really interests me. The Condor, Thunderbolt, I don't think I used that very much. Sandstorm had its day and it went. What annoys me is it's reintroducing old units. I'd prefer it like they did with Ronan, but spend some time, actually sit down as a group, as a team, at the Kixeye headquarters and discuss what they can do with the unit to bring it back to life, give it some more levels and bring it back into the game, rather than put out these units, give them 20 levels that we've got to do with time, coin, thorium, resources, spending time getting XP on events to get the parts and things like that. I don't like that. I think it's a cheap way. It is the cheapest way they can ever bring a unit into the game, is to reintroduce an old unit as new, and that kind of worries me a little bit. This didn't need to be a thing. All they had to do is say, right, we're going to bring the Sandstorm or the Warhawk or the Thunderbolt or the Condor back into the game, call it something different, and it's basically the same unit. You know, they think that they're doing us a favour by making a vote that none of us, by the way, can see the outcome of this vote. And that's what bothers me, and that's why I said it should be on the forum, so we can see what everyone's voting for, a poll on the forum, and we can see the outcome. With this, it's like they can choose whatever one they if they've got one in the works already anyway, it doesn't matter, these votes don't matter. And moving on to the third one, which really worries me, is pick which infantry unit you'd like to see as our next factionless unique. Well, these two was never an infantry unit. Shadow and Malachi, they're faction leaders. As far as I'm aware, they never had their own unit. They never, not even if they did have a rendition of a boss, it wasn't an infantry. It was a vehicle that was the Malachi boss, or it was a vehicle that was a Shadow boss. If I'd have to look back on Wiki and things like that. But yeah, that makes zero sense. That's kind of breaking the law. So we can't really vote on which infantry unit because we only know two of them. We only know of 2, so making that even a vote don't make no sense. These 2, again, it's same with the Jericho. It's okay as a unit. It's not. It doesn't bring the magic back, and the Sharkist, the Shadow Sharkist. It never brought the magic back of what these units were in the first time we played through. You know, they were VXP units. They were just absolute fantastic units back in the day. And I'm not saying that they're always going to get it wrong. I don't think they got it wrong on the Shadow Sharkist and the Jericho X. I'm saying we've got them already. We've got these units. Why did we need to get them again? And it sort of breaks the game. It breaks the law. It breaks the game. We've now got 2 Shadow Shark. We've got Sharkist, and then we've got Shadow Sharkist, 2 exactly the same people, and then we've got a Jericho and a Jericho X. It don't make no sense. It really don't. I actually made this video last night, and I was just cussing Kixeye out. It wasn't much point me throwing it up, and just for a quick giggle and a kick. It's pointless. I wanted to discuss it properly, and yeah, it's worrying because again, it needs to be a poll on the forums. People will do these surveys, but without knowing the true outcome of it, you can do whatever you want. And these 2 make no sense. We've never had a unit called Shadow or Malachi, an infantry. We've never had them. So how can we vote on something that we never had? If you said, right, we're going to bring one of the faction leaders into the game, we're going to set their new faction's going to be whatever. Which faction leader, which faction would you like to see placed into the game? That would make sense. But to add these 2 into it makes no sense. So with that said, I'm going to go Kara, because I love my Kara with a Braz gun, I think it was called. So that's that done. Let's have a look at this. I will go through this quickly. Let's post that. I experienced no technical issues in combat over the last 30 days. Yeah, no, disagree. There was a lot of breakages in game. Not it's running better. No, I'm going to go neutral. I experienced no technical issues on the world map over the last 30 days. Well, let me explain what technical issues I see. Every single base that was new or even old to the game come out. The Leviathan's one I can think of off the top of my head was broken or didn't spawn at all. Most events this month and last month, they put the wrong bases out to start with. They had to change them, broke them. The Bounty Hunter Elite and normal base was broken. Wrong base, weren't paying out nothing. What did they get right? The one base that they did get right was the Devout base. I enjoyed that base, so I'm going to go strongly disagree with that one. I had fun with my alliance over the last 30 days. This question doesn't matter. If I had fun with my alliance or the people that I hang about with in game, it doesn't necessarily I'm playing the game and having fun with them playing the game. I normally just knock about with players and that I play the War Commander with, and generally we're not playing War Commander. So yeah, disagree. There was no fun to be had in the game with my alliance because everything's way too expensive nowadays, and there's not much to do. I'll tell a lie. Last night we opened up some Omega Bounty Hunter bases for a guy. That was probably the only time we got together and done something as an alliance. I enjoyed playing PvP bases. No, too expensive. I don't do it no more. Maybe one base a week. I enjoyed playing the world map over the last 30 days. Disagree, strongly disagree. There's nothing new on the map. You put a few things out for the returning players, the players that need a catch up, but literally for the old players, the veterans of the game, we've got nothing to log in for most times. It's just to check the upgrades are still running. Maybe get a couple of thorium, some bastion resources, and that's it. There's nothing for us to do. You're not giving us nothing to do. Right, so 8 is I enjoyed playing the event Shadow Ops monthly events except over the last 30 days. The events are okay. Holdout was boring. The main event was a grind. Yeah, I'm going to go neutral with that one. I enjoyed the pace of the new content. I am happy with the pace of the new content, but the new content is geared as units, as a way to grab some money off you. The one I can think of the most is the Ronin. Absolutely disappointed with that unit as a whole. Really disappointed with it. Pace of the new content. There was only new units, so there wasn't really new content. There was new units brought into the game, or old units reproduced in the game. There's no new content on the world map. There's nothing to come in. You're giving me all these fantastic new fandangled fucking units. I swore again. Apologies, guys. And I've got nothing to use them on because all the bases are ancient. They was being done when the VXP units were out. The Thorium, the Bastion resources, the advanced materials. You're not giving me nothing to challenge myself with them. All you're interested in is bringing out new units, making us go, wow, look how cool that is. And then we're getting the units, spreading them out in the base and pushing Ruby. No, I'm not. I didn't enjoy. I'm going to go disagree with that one. I enjoyed the quality of the new content over the last 30 days. The only new content again was units. There was no new content to use these units in, to find out how they work, to work out how best to use them. There was just old bases that we had to hit with them. So I'm going to go disagree with that one as well. The money or time invested in the game last 30 days was worthwhile. No, I'm going to go neutral because of the devout base. I don't know why they only deployed it once this month, but that's down to them. How are you liking how likely are you to recommend War Commander to a friend? Very, very unlikely. Over the last 30 days, what did you enjoy the most about War Commander? Legendary Devouts base, token base. That was the only thing I really enjoyed, really. Over the last 30 days, which did you enjoy the least? All the broken bases. Yep, that should do. Let me know what you thought, guys. What scores you give it, and we're hopefully we can have an healthy discussion about it, and maybe Kixeye will listen. These polls, I don't like these polls. I don't feel that they do read through them. I truly believe they don't read through them. But what else can we do? We can fill them out in the hope that maybe they will read them. I think what they do is they get the average scores from each, because it's a 5-score question. They take the average scores, tally it up, and see what the average scores come in as, and that's how far they go into reading these polls. But it's done now. Most of it don't make no sense to me, and I'd love to know what you think in the comments below, guys. Take care. Bye bye.